And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Darkest Dungeon. We're nearing, I think, the end of the training montage. Thinking about it, I did upgrade the skills on him, but these skills I want to move running. I think I might want to move away from solo finale. I think I might want to do like slice off, dirk stab. That way we actually have some damage moves. Because this might be a party that's a little weak on damage. Definitely dropping solo at least. Double hit. Dirk stab bypasses guard. Interesting to know. Slice off. Let's do slice off for the more bleed. Where that matters, I think that won't matter. To be fair, we can change that in the middle of dungeon. So that's actually the advantage of loading them all up to max on all the skills, is you get to do the change in the dungeon if you want. Getting myself another cauldron by doing that medium quest. Legendary bracer, extra damage. Holy order. Sniper ring. Moon cloak. We're not doing a dark run. Manslayer, damages humans. Man-at-arms protection if in position 4. Tend to run my man-at-arms close to the front, so that doesn't work well for him. Holy words, okay. I think we're gonna go do this one. Fresh air in the tunnels is what we're going for. We got dodge, we got healing skill. Sadly, this is coming at the cost of stun reductions. This is actually a team that's going to be a little weak on stun. Dodge, extra surprise chance, and reduction to the enemy. Trap disarm, and obviously we have this guy stacked up as the stun master. Early on, because we've got Jester, I'm going to swap from Inspiring to Battle Heal. We can swap that in the dungeon if we start picking up too much stress. In we go. Medium quest, so we take the food. Take double shovel. Double key. Or double torch, double shovel. Okay. And this is the Warrens. So 2 herbs. Holy water. 4 bandages. And 2 anti-venom. Swine are resistant to disease. Good thing that's not what we're bringing. We're bringing the ability to bleed them.
The swine draw power from their horrid markings and crude idols. Tear them down.
Okay, we're gonna go this way because it's quest location. Well, I suppose we don't have to go that way, but we're gonna go that way to immediately get a space free in our inventory. Shrine has been decimated. Extra food's not bad.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
No luck with scouting. We're gonna go out and around to minimize backtracking. Oops. Take that torch, please. Not necessarily coming back this way.
The light, the promise of safety. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. The way is lit. The path is clear. We
Okay,
require
there's
only
another one of
the
the shrines.
strength to follow it.
Things are going too well. Suspiciously well.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Scouting report. Room battle with Curio. Curio. Hallway battle. So if we go the way that I was going to continue going, we're actually going to have 3 battles. That honestly, we just don't need to do. We can skip some battles. I guess we'll reduce it from 3 to 1. I think it's basically the same information.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Fight of the dungeon.
Purpose is made clear.
Accuracy buff, everyone.
Annihilated.
Brit finishes off the guy that's going to cause stress. Good opening. Yeah, that's fair. It's on the enemy at least. Ooh, stun's always annoying. Go for another accuracy buff, and then we'll start having him attack. $140 plus 30 is 170. We got a 55% chance. I'll take a 50-50, basically.
Masterfully executed.
We got the heads on the heads tails. Always nice to see that.
The ground quakes.
Draw retreat, put himself in the back.
A decisive pummeling.
Increase that bleed. Unlikely to do anything. Go for the stun or go for the hit? I'm gonna go for the hit. Or we're gonna go for the stun. I missed the stun. Oh, we dodge. That's good. Trying to trot retreat more, that's not going to work for you. No farther back.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, so Minotaur Champion's dead. You're gonna stun it and be even better. No luck. Okay, fully dead. Nothing to even worry about at this point. Go for the stress heal. Full health party. You literally just go for the kill confirm at this point.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I'm gonna camp at this point just because I'm running out of inventory space. It's maybe not a good reason to be camping.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Yeah, good enough. You know, like with the scouting, we know what we're looking for isn't, so.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Hallway fight. Oh, successful dodge, nice. Five damage is not too bad. Okay, that hurts dead.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
We're doing a lot of good jobs healing it, so. Not quite enough to bring that one down. Yeah, he dodges. That's what I get for not doing aggressor on the gesture. We miss.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Make them bleed.
dated. This expedition at least promises success.
For a lot of the expeditions have been promising success. The question is, do they deliver? We get scanning result. Curio. Quest location. Okay, so that's the end of the quest. Might as well go through the hallway battle and then go to the treasure room. No info on any secret rooms. Oh, well, apparently we're not ignoring you. Accuracy or bleeding? A little bit of accuracy here in the opening stages, I think. Post up.
Confusion, nerves, and panic. Unnerved, unbalanced.
Okay. Stun successful. I think we got enough accuracy, though. Just focus on getting these guys dead.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Their formation is broken.
Just cut them
Maintain
down.
the
Cut them
offensive.
down and they shall die. That's what we're doing. One stress, 11 stress, 16 stress. Stress heal yourself. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't apply the bleed. Had we applied the bleed, he'd be dead.
Press this
And the fight's over.
advantage. Give them no quarter.
Drop the holy water. Oh, this herbs as well. Freeze up the space. That's the end of the quest, but we're going to continue because we want to check out the treasure room. Got 2 fights to get to it, though. Stun the bull, so they lose their first turn. And no luck with bleeding. That bled. Okay, that'll be easy enough to undo. Okay, ghoul's dead. Yeah, if we're critical to it, this is going to do it real well. Fumble the face.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, the bleed will kill him at this point. So just full heal ourselves and watch him die.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
There's the treasure. These are what stand in the way between us and our treasure. There's the buff. I suppose I want to be pistol shotting. I'm in the wrong position. I've put myself out of position. I can probably make it work. It's not going to be too much of a problem.
Singular strike.
Means we're going to take more stress than we'd have otherwise done here. I say that as the enemy is both missing and doing no stress damage, so... maybe I shouldn't be complaining about how things are going.
Obliterated. A powerful blow.
Okay, that went well. Start to bleed that one. The Weaver is dead from bleed already.
Well struck.
Stress heal. Undoing what the Heaver did. And then hit him hard.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Might as well accuracy buff because we can't actually hit anyone.
Inspiration and improvement.
Yeah, the bleed will kill him at this point, but we're not gonna wait for that.
Slowly.
Oh no, apparently that's gonna happen before we get to take his next swing.
This is
That'll
how
work.
a life is taken.
Okay, well at this point I don't need this much food. This is the last room we're going in. Yeah, no scanner revealing a secret door or anything. Key in the chest. What do we
A
roll?
fortune, waiting to be spent. Robbed of their writings, the swine will grow ever more ignorant. If such a thing were possible.
If such a thing were possible. Oh, there we go. They're all level 6 now.
The twisting tunnels no longer exhale the toxic stench of degeneracy.
You know, I suppose the question here is, do we want to treat some of these quirks before we go into the dungeon? Yeah, we're going to want to treat Eldritch. Most of the dungeon is Eldritch. I'm going to get rid of the weak group on the life. Probably get rid of Shocker. Okay. Okay. So, we will finish off this stream by basically passing a week. We need to basically pass a week. A bonus for going to the Warrens, although I don't think we have any champions we want to take into the Warrens at the moment. Might do like a short apprentice quest just to pass the week. Dodge if HP is above 75%. Minus dodge if HP is below 50%. That sounds like a trinket that is very bad if things start to go wrong. Very bad if things start to go wrong. Although sometimes that's what makes life interesting, right? We got team melee for apprentice tier. Probably don't take the bounty hunter. Got high tier bounty hunters. Do I take the grave robber? Sure. The grave robber in third. Stick Houndmaster in fourth. Man-at-Arms in first. And do I want Cultist or Crusader as my healer? Probably the Cultist. Yeah, let's run a Cultist. So we've got a hypothetical team. Let's make sure they are equipped and trained for the horrors we're about to send them after. We'll send these guys on a short quest, both to end up the stream and to pass the week so our guys are done getting rid of those bad traits. I think it was like those specific 3 bad traits I wanted to clear before we go into the Darkest Dungeon itself. And then the next stream, might be sort of a special stream, but it'll be us going into the Darkest Dungeon. If that succeeds, then we'll be doing, or going Darkest Dungeon Part 3. If that succeeds, we'll be doing Darkest Dungeon Part 4. If that fails, then we're going to have a hiatus where I basically do the training montage. I'm not going to make you watch the training montage for a second time. But yeah, we're going to take this short one. The Deteriorating Bracer here I think is interesting. At least more interesting than the Virtuous Chalice to me. Even though I think it's not good. But it's commentary, so that's fair. Short quest, so we take a stack of food. In fact, I think we've got like 50% extra stuff, so I could take more stuff, but now we're just going to take a stack of food. Stack of torches. Shovel, key. This is the Veld, so we're going to upgrade that to 4 shovels because the Veld can have lots of directions. This is Apprentice here, so I probably don't need that many anti-venoms, but we're going to take it anyway. There we go. That's what we're rolling with.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
This is functionally a straight line. Although I suppose that could be a backhanded way of saying his ambitions are quite straight.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
Maggots. Ah. 5 damage when they have 6 HP.
Back to the pit. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oof.
Be gone, fiend.
Got a disease, took 2 damage, and got stunned. Although at this point the maggot is dead, so... that wasn't a great result.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
I think we did more damage to the bleed than we recovered with the heal.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
More maggots.
Another one falls. Executed with impunity. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Not far enough back for Cry Havoc, or, yeah, for Cry Havoc. Shame.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And we keep going.
Destroyed.
Got the bleeds? Okay, stress casters are dead.
Gently.
Great opening round.
This is how a life is taken.
Especially because it's a team with like great heals. Between the occultist and well, I suppose we don't have the heal on the Houndmaster, but occultist is a great healer.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oops. Forgot to interact with the courier. Nashers and a madman. Throw the knife at the madman.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Ah, darn. Well, at this point, the madman said we're going to connect again. This is the last go. Go for the Cry Havoc. Nice amount of stress heal, and then
Great
he
is
dies.
the weapon that cuts on its own. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made
Getting
clear.
close to the end of the dungeon. It's a linear dungeon, so it's just gotta push through everything.
The light.
More
the promise of
maggots.
safety.
Could have technically tried to fish for more stress
This
removal.
expedition at least
but-
promises success.
Just getting rid of them fast is always efficient.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Yeah, 2 more rooms to go. I think technically the next room is actually the last one I have to do. Yeah, it's the last one I have to do. I'm going to explore the last one anyway. Yeah, this one has some treasure in it.
A fortune, waiting to be spent. A handsome reward for a task well performed. In Radiance, may we
Last room.
find victory.
And apparently we're about right with the torches, because we have one left.
A singular strike.
Okay, only one of them survives the first round.
A death by inches.
That's the only one that actually gets to attack. Ah, missed.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
There we go. We're done. We're out. Nothing left to loot in here.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried. An eternity
There we go.
of futile struggle, or penance for my unspeakable transgressions.
So we got rid of Weak Grip on Life, Fear of the Eldritch, and Shocker. So those three should be ready for the delve in the next stream. Next stream, it will be the Belly of the Beast. With this team. That's what I'm thinking we're going to bring in. Gonna go try to activate that Locust Beacon in the next one. We shall see how well that goes. As far as improving the town, we're actually held up by busts at the moment. I suppose I haven't really messed with the shop for... Oh, and I haven't even upgraded the shops. The shop's definitely got lots of things to be done. Okay.
Idol, amulet, or lucky charm. The simplest object can be a talisman against evil.
Okay. A little bit more choices. Probably wasn't a great use of crests. To be fair, yeah, we haven't necessarily been rich enough to be buying these, but lowering the cost will help. We do end up having to continue the training montage. But yeah, this is where we're going to go ahead and bring this part and this stream to a close. If you're watching on YouTube, if everything goes according to plan, there will be a part up tomorrow. That will be the Belly of the Beast. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. I'm not sure we're going to succeed. We didn't succeed the first time. As far as I know, the second time won't be any better. Although, I have spoiled myself on how the map looks, so we'll be following a map to minimize how many pseudo-boss fights we have to do to get to the actual boss. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, should be a part up tomorrow. That should be the Belly of the Beast Attempt 2. At least the first part of it. Depends on how long that run is, whether or not we break it into two. If you're watching on Twitch, let me go over the Twitch schedule for the moment. So today was Monday and the Darkest Dungeon. Tomorrow will be Songs of Six. Wednesday will be Terra Invicta. And we will be back to this on Thursday, where we will go into the Belly of the Beast. I will prepare a game to replace Darkest Dungeon if the Belly of the Beast goes terribly. Because if it goes terribly and we only do like one part before it comes time for the hiatus for the run for me to go do the training montage version 2, let's say, then at that point we will swap to a different game. I haven't decided what that game is, but I'll have a different game prepped for Thursday in case the run goes terribly, the delve goes terribly. But yeah, that's the upcoming schedule. So Songs of Six on Tuesday, Terra Invicta on Wednesday, Darkest Dungeon on Thursday. If you're listening to this on YouTube the day it goes live, those were recorded in your past. So you can, if you can't wait for them to show up on YouTube, feel free to hop over to Twitch and watch the after Twitch VODs. If you're watching on Twitch and you want to comment responded to while the stream is live, now is probably the last good opportunity to get that done before, or get that comment put in before I bring the stream to a close. Just a reminder, I stream all my recordings, or most of my recordings, live to Twitch under the username willcall100, or under the username willcall100, or willcall no 100. And then upload the local recordings to YouTube under the username willcall100. So that's where the 100 is. 100 on YouTube, no 100 on Twitch. I wasn't able to get 100 on Twitch. It doesn't really matter. So yes, I stream everything live to Twitch under the username willcall. Upload the local recordings, which should be in 1080p and 60 frames per second, to YouTube under the username willcall100. If you're watching later on the Twitch VOD, or don't get your comment in before I bring the stream down, you want to comment responded to, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel. Doubly so if you're watching on YouTube, and if you want to comment responded to, leave comments. YouTube is a little bit better for asynchronous commenting, so I try to respond to all the comments over there. And with that, I hope everyone has been enjoying the run. We're coming to the end of Darkest Dungeon. We've got Darkest Dungeon sort of part 3 and part 4 of the delve into the main story quest. 4 is easier than 3. 3 is, by many accounts, the hardest quest in the game. If we can succeed at 3, I would not be surprised if the rest of that stream is completing 4. 4 is also a slightly shorter quest than 3. Spoilers for 4. 4 will kill people. The way the boss works at the end of 4 is it will kill people. It's not set up to automatically kill your entire team, but it's guaranteed to kill a couple of people. So we won't get away with no deaths in the last delve. But if we can get through 3, then 4 should be doable with the planned team. So yeah, with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.